Hello everyone, I am Julian Morris with the Channel 5 News. In the headlines, government monitors fuel price increase to provide relief for consumers if warranted. Former Minister of Government Justina Charles Revere conducts review for overhaul of the Yes We Care program, and Health Minister calms fears of citizens who are misinformed about COVID vaccination and encourages those yet to be vaccinated to get it done. The details of the news coming up.
Your old tablet? That's so 2020. Get a Samsung A7 tablet from Flow for only $99 when you sign up for a new All-In or All-In Plus bundle. Enjoy faster broadband speeds to surf and stream, more TV channels in HD to stay entertained, and unlimited flow-to-flow fixed minutes to stay in touch with everyone you love. So sign up today for a new bundle from Flow. Visit discoverflow.co for more information. Terms and conditions apply.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. We're in this together. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 700 local anywhere calls and texts, with the always-on prepaid plan, all for $29. Keep your number when you switch to Dominica's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
Director of Trade Martin Walter says government is closely monitoring since the price of fuel increased effective Monday. Walter says government is paying close attention in an effort to provide some cushion for customers. He says there has been a steady increase in the price of petroleum products since October.
In relation to fuel, gasoline, the wholesale price is $10.62 and your retail price of $11.32. And then diesel, your wholesale price of $9.16 and a retail price of $9.81, and kerosene for wholesale price of $7.99 and a retail price of $8.47. And it would be seen that the prices have begun a steady climb from about October of 2020.
Walter says there are a few reasons for the increase in the price of petroleum and its byproducts.
What we have happening is that the price of the product is increasing on the world market. There are many articles that spoke to that, and there are projections that speak to the price possibly going above $100 a barrel. And when that happens, it affects the citizens on the ground, the users of the end product. One of the key things that happen, because persons wonder, well, if there is lockdown in many countries in the world, and if the planes are not moving as they used to, then why is it that there is an increased price of the product? And the answer to that is simple: that immediately when the pandemic began, you had very low price in the price of the product, because the production per day, barrels per day, remained the same when there was no demand for the product because of those lockdowns and the fear of leaving your home. The lockdowns remained, but what has changed is that the OPEC, or the oil producing countries, have decided to hold back or pull back on their production. In other words, they are producing less. As a result of producing less, there is less product on the market, and so artificially the price would go up. And so this is what is happening. And the government is, as usual, being very cognizant of that. We keep our eyes very firmly on it, and strategize and have begun discussions internally as to ways in which, if the price becomes unmanageable on the world market, that we as government could be able to see what can be done to ease the burden on our consumers during this COVID pandemic eventualities-driven time.
There have been some changes in the price of LPG as well.
The 100-pound cylinder is $155.21. The 30-pound cylinder has a wholesale price of $46.56 and a retail price of $47.56. The 27.5-pound cylinder has a wholesale price of $42.68 and a retail price of $43.68. And the 20-pound, which is the popular one, a wholesale price of $31.04 and a retail price of $32.04. Now, those prices are at the base, meaning that they are in Roseau and environs. And as we move further away from that base, there's transportation cost that is added per cylinder that would allow for those prices to change the further you are away from your base.
Minister for Health Dr. Irving McIntyre has taken to the communities to calm the fears of Dominicans over receiving the COVID-19 vaccine. Andrea Louis explains.
Dominica received doses of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine from India back in February and just last week received doses of the Sinopharm vaccine from China. The national vaccination program rolled out in late February and is ongoing with thousands of Dominicans being vaccinated to date. During a meeting with residents of the Roseau South constituency, Dr. McIntyre debunked the belief that the vaccine will give individuals the virus.
A vaccine is just something that we introduce into the body that helps us to produce a response, a defense, so to speak. It's a product that stimulates a person's immune system to bring about a person's ability to fight or prevent or contracting a disease. So that's basically what the vaccine is all about. And there are different types of vaccines. So sometimes you can use the entire whole virus, but it is attenuated, so it is dead, so it cannot cause the disease. So if you get vaccinated, what happens when you get vaccinated? The ability for you to fall really sick, seriously sick, and have to end up in the hospital or even in the ICU, that is where the vaccine cuts down. That's what the vaccine cuts down. So if the vaccine can cut down that part of it, that means the chance of people getting sick is much less. The chance of people getting admitted is much less. So the chance of us remaining productive remains.
As regards the Sinopharm vaccine from the People's Republic of China, the health minister says the research has shown it is a trustworthy vaccine.
The Sinopharm vaccine, which is one from China, if you ask me, it has a very good profile. One, it might just be able to be used for children 3 years and above, which the AstraZeneca is not doing. And secondly, it might even stand a better chance against variants because it is a whole virus. So if people might have their little concerns, it actually has an excellent profile. If anything, countries all over the world are lining up for the Sinopharm vaccine from the Chinese.
Dominicans were commended on turning out in their numbers to roll up their sleeves and receive the jab. Those who have not yet been vaccinated are being encouraged to do so.
And if you ask me, I think we've done pretty well in the sense that the public, they've bought into it, they've realized the significance, why we want to get vaccinated so that we can get back to normalcy. And we must also appreciate the fact that not everywhere in the world vaccines are available. There are 130 countries where vaccines are not available at this present point in time. And so you realize how fortunate we are to be having vaccines. And even more so now, we have to realize if we are so fortunate, we have to make use of this opportunity that we have.
Women leaders being challenged to set an example for young girls in society. The challenge from Acting Secretary to the Cabinet, Corinne Prevost, when she addressed the International Women's Day Awards ceremony organized by the Bureau of Gender Affairs on Monday. Prevost pointed out that Dominica has made significant strides in gender equality despite the global forecast.
As revealed in the UN Secretary General's recent report, women are heads of state or government in 22 countries, and only 24.9% of national parliamentarians are women. At the current rate of progress, gender equality among heads of government will take another 130 years. But here at home in Dominica, we have made considerable progress towards equitable gender representation, and we are above the global average for the participation of women in public life. 34.4% of our parliament is female, and this is an increase of almost 10% over the last term. We have also had the longest serving female Speaker of the House of Assembly in the Commonwealth.
Prevost challenged women in leadership positions to inspire young girls to ensure a more equitable society for future generations.
We can say today that without contradiction, Dominica has always been a country of possibilities for women. Having had Dame Mary Junior Charles as Prime Minister, one of the very few female leaders during her time. For us today, it is just as relevant for young women and girls to see positive images of women in leadership. But it is not enough for them to see us. They must also feel us, feel our presence in the workplace and in the community by our actions, our interest, and our development of other young women. Mentorship, guidance, advocacy, and support is critical for inspiring a new generation of women leaders.
The acting cabinet secretary cautioned that there will be barriers to overcome as women take up leadership positions in society.
This year on International Women's Day, we are celebrating women's leadership in all its forms and calling for women across the world to claim their space in leadership and decision-making. But leadership for women does not come without its challenges. To aspire to leadership, women must choose to challenge many barriers, supposed impossibilities and difficulties. And I said supposed impossibilities. But we can be very proud that our women in Dominica have continued to challenge those adversities and rise to the occasion.
An appeal to the faithful to play their role in fighting the COVID-19 pandemic. Here is Andrea Louis with more.
The renewed call from Bishop of Roseau, His Lordship Gabriel Malzer, as he got vaccinated against the coronavirus on the weekend. Over 12,000 Dominicans have been vaccinated to date, and more continue to gather at health centers around the country to receive the first dose of the vaccine. Bishop Malzer made a special plea to the Catholic community to ensure they receive the COVID-19 vaccine.
Since much research has gone into the developing of the vaccine, I think that it is necessary for the significant percentage of the citizenry to take it. In fact, it is a position that the Church has taken. I mean, the Holy Father speaks of it. He encourages people to take the vaccine. And the bishops of the Antilles have decided that we are encouraging our faithful to take the vaccine because on a scientific level we know that this is necessary to protect our people from this invisible disease.
The bishop also called on the wider Dominican public to play its part, saying protecting the society is everybody's business.
My encouragement is not for any particular group, but for everybody. I think it is the protection of the society is everybody's business. But as leaders of a religious congregation, I think we are certainly in a good position to encourage our faithful people to take the vaccine in order that we will protect the nation from the spread of the disease.
Cardinal Kelvin Felix also took his vaccine on the weekend. He had a message to Dominicans who have not yet taken their first dose of the Oxford AstraZeneca COVID-19 vaccine.
Well, I would say to them, so far Dominica has been spared and we are doing good, so let us continue along that path and to protect oneself and to protect others. As we hear all the time on the media, that it is an act of charity, of love for your brothers, my brother's keeper. So we have to be mindful of the health of our brothers and sisters. So we set a good example, by going ourselves.
As of Monday, 8th March, 12,275 Dominicans had received the first dose of the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine. Andrea Louis, Channel 5 News.
You are watching Channel 5 News. We'll have more after this.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. plus the best in TV entertainment with over 120 channels and 29 in HD, all for $160 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better. Your old tablet? That's so 2020. Get a Samsung A7 tablet from Flow for only $99 when you sign up for a new all-in or all-in plus bundle. Enjoy faster broadband speeds to surf and stream, more TV channels in HD to stay entertained, and unlimited flow-to-flow fixed minutes to stay in touch with everyone you love. So sign up today for a new bundle from Flow. Visit discoverflow.co for more information. Terms and conditions apply.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid. But there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. We're in this together. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
Former Minister of Government Justina Charles Revere has been engaged by government to conduct a review of the Yes We Care program. There have been concerns that individuals employed under these programs may not always be best suited to provide this level of care, a situation which could lead to abuse.
I have gotten Honorable Justina Charles Revere to come in a pro bono manner to assist with the review of the Yes We Care program. So the Cabinet has appointed her to review the Yes We Care program for us, because we have two tracks of the Yes We Care program. The original Yes We Care program, and then we have caregivers from the NEP. And so the intention there is to, first of all, look at how it's going, because it's been a while now since we have it, and to do this review of the Yes We Care program, to see how we can enhance it, how we can improve it, how we can provide better care to our senior citizens, what additional care do they need and support do they need. And the intention there is to collapse the NEP with the original Yes We Care program.
Prime Minister Skerrit says he will not take lightly any report of abuse of the elderly by NEP or Yes We Care employees.
What I would say to all of his caregivers is that, one, you have to respect the senior citizens. Two, you have to provide the care that you've been paid to the senior citizen. Senior citizens must be appreciated, they must be respected, and they must be given the kind of care that they need to get. And as small as your wage might be, as you say, you have to give these people care. And you can't be disrespectful to them. You can't be rude to them. And so any report I get from anybody in this country about they being rude to any senior citizen, he'll be fired. The senior citizens, and I don't want to tell me what I didn't say that to the senior citizen. No, I know what I said. No, the senior citizens must be satisfied with the care that you give. And so we'll be reviewing this Yes We Care, because I want to make sure that the program maintains its original mandate of providing care and love to our senior citizens under any circumstance.
And board member of Community Hostels Incorporated, Parry Bellot, says abuse of senior citizens is quite prevalent and should never happen. Mr. Bellot has been on the board of Community Hostels Incorporated, widely known as Grotto, for many years. Some of the abuse involves depriving seniors of their finances.
And then I've had a couple of instances when, I have got the information that certain things have happened, as you say, about taking the elderly's money, because often those people, when they reach a certain age, they can barely sign. So they give sort of the power, even with the bank, and there's such a thing, there's a term that is used, the power of attorney, that you give people the right, they can withdraw certain monies and that on that. Well, it also goes into withdrawing money, like say at an ATM. And some of the elderly have accumulated enough money, to be able to take care of themselves. But all of a sudden, and by the way, that's not only outside caregivers, that happens within families. And I remember one instance, somebody living in the Wallace area, and I was informed that from a very, very reliable source, that all of a sudden he found out when the family, the younger ones coming to make messages for him to withdraw. So eventually he thought had to give them the number for the ATM and so on, and take out $100 or take out $400 from me. They go and they take out $600 or $1,000 and so on. And half the time he's not seen documents. And the truth is too that a lot of our elderly people, let's face it, did not have the kind of education that we had. So they don't even know how they should monitor those things. They're relying very often on the caregiver to do everything. They have to trust him, they feel, in everything. And when you're in a power position, a lot of people will take advantage of that. Young people, on average, tend to lose their temper fairly quickly, sometimes tend to feel they know it all. It's only when you start accumulating knowledge and you realize how much you don't know. So those things. Now, I wasn't thinking the NEP people, for instance, there are challenges there too. I know, for instance, as you say, at the Grotto, we've had a few NEP people. Sometimes we were sent people that are not suitable at all, And we have to accommodate them for a while. I mean, we need the help and so on. And then we find, look, what they bring in terms of help is far outweighed by the problems and the attitude that they're bringing to our institution. And we've had to, get rid of a couple.
Bellot is recommending greater regulation of the power of the caregiver and a system to deter financial abuse of the elderly.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 700 local anywhere calls and texts, with the always-on prepaid plan, all for $29. Keep your number when you switch to Dominica's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. We're in this together. This is a public service announcement from the Dominica Red Cross.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited Flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 120 channels and 29 in HD, all for $160 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better. Your old tablet? That's so 2020. Get a Samsung A7 tablet from Flow for only $99 when you sign up for a new All-In or All-In Plus bundle. Enjoy faster broadband speeds to surf and stream, more TV channels in HD to stay entertained, and unlimited flow-to-flow fixed minutes to stay in touch with everyone you love. So sign up today for a new bundle from Flow. Visit discoverflow.co for more information. Terms and conditions apply.
To end the news, the headlines again. Government monitors fuel price increase to provide relief for consumers if warranted. Former Minister of Government Justina Charles Rivera conducts review for the overhaul of the Yes We Care program. And the Health Minister calms fears of citizens who are misinformed about COVID vaccination, encouraging those yet to be vaccinated to get it done. This has been the Channel 5 News. On behalf of the production team, I am Julian Morris. Thanks for watching. Join us tomorrow.